In this video, I just wanted to answer the question, how do I reinvigorate my business again? A few weeks ago actually, and I thought, it wasn't the first time I'd been asked, and I thought, well, maybe it's worth doing a short video on this. And my answer was basically twofold to summarise. The first part to it was you need to get back in touch with your existing client audience, your existing customer audience, whoever that is. And the way you may be able to do that, if you want to reinvigorate, relaunch, do some rebranding, you need to create a strategy around it. So that's part one, get back in touch with your existing audience. The second avenue, and I'll talk on that in more detail in a second, is you need to start looking at who your new audiences might be. In our case, this is someone who was a bit of a bricks and mortar business and they didn't have any digital presence. And I said, well, why don't you look at digital, because you basically have a business that's totally accessible from a digital, from a website or various other social means. So why don't you look at that? And so that's the second part. You need to look at where are potentially some audiences that you haven't explored. Actually, there's a third thing I just thought about, which is it's worth getting in touch with some of your existing clients and seeing whether they know other people that would benefit from your service, very close referrals and things like that. Because your best marketing, as I've said many times, is referrals. So that's the third thing. So going back to the first one really quickly, in order to sort of capture the attention of your existing audience, you need to look at what your existing audience would really benefit from in your service right now, because you need to resonate with them and make something new in terms of saying something like, I'm launching this new service, slight adjustment to my existing service. If anyone's interested, hitting your entire mailing list with something like that, and then putting together a mail campaign brings them back into, oh yes, I remember Phlash's business. And they can get in touch with you and like start to benefit from whatever service it is. Your presence already, but we're at the stage where, okay, you need to reinvigorate things. Let's look at some new audiences. Then I'd suggest you need to do some sort of social media testing and broad spectrum, potentially at a superficial spend level, to see what kind of to see who responds on some of your existing marketing material, and then who responds on potentially this new offering that you may have, or an adjustment to the offering which helps people now. So that's what I would suggest, doing some broad spectrum testing in terms of platform and in terms of audiences on those platforms. So that's what I'd say for the digital. And on the referrals, I'd just put out something to your mailing list in a slightly different tone, which is, I think you want to like make them aware of something that you're doing new, and thanks for allowing us to serve you in the past. If there's anything could benefit from this, we're offering referral fee or referral discounts or something along those lines. And then that way you've got a sort of three-pronged approach. Get in touch with your existing audience with some sort of relaunch. Go out into the digital market, find some new audiences, or potentially even or build some new fresh look and talk about it. You say, we're relaunching, blah blah blah. And three, get in touch with your existing audience and linked to a referral. That's probably the 3 things. In fact, that was 2 things I suggested to him, but that's the 3rd bonus thing that you can suggest. Thanks very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.